everybody. So the previous video that you watched was for the elementary students, but everything applies other than the fact that you are using a handheld object to draw. Hopefully you guys have these in your sketchbook. I know some of us turn them in class, so you may not have them. So you might have to go over it again, but that's okay because this is a great little project to work on today. So if you have your handheld object with you, or if you need to pick something new, you can. It can be anything that you can hold in your hand that you can carry, right? So the younger kids did a giraffe, a butterfly, or a fish, and so that's the example I used, but you are going to use your handheld object, and you're going to draw a front, back, side, and alternative view. So like front side, back side of this object would look similar, side from the top, from the bottom. Let's see what else. I've got a camera here, so my camera is going to look different from the top, from the bottom, from the side, all over. So you can pick your different angles, whichever one it is. Pick something that's a little complicated so that you've got interesting angles to work with. Once you get all 4 of those drawn on sheets of paper, then you're going to go ahead and cut out each of your individual shapes, just like I did for the first video. And you're going to rearrange them. You can rearrange them first and then trace them, or you can put one down, add the next, trace it, and then add the next one. Do whatever feels good for you as you're doing it. All right. And then you're going to go over your drawing with a black Sharpie or a marker. Now, your project is going to be slightly different than the younger kids because you're going to be using oil pastels. So I know that not everybody probably has oil pastels, so I want you to wait to do that for next class when we all get together, because we have those materials at school. But what you can do is you can definitely go in and you can outline your areas if you have a marker or a pen. I don't necessarily want you to do these shapes and patterns inside. You don't need to do that, because what we're going to do when we get back to class is we're going to use our oil pastels. We're going to do it a little bit. We're going to do a little bit different than the other class because you guys have more ability to do some things that I would love to see you do. So we're going to actually go in with color with ours. And we're going to do some blending techniques. So I'm doing this super fast again and not with the right tools, just with my finger. But you're going to be able to blend. Okay, so I don't want these things in the background to hinder you in any way. It would also be really great. Maybe don't even cross over things if you don't want to. Just kind of look at your composition and decide what you feel is best. Do you want these crossover lines so you've got specific individual shapes? Do you want everything to kind of blob together and then figure it out once we get color? That is your choice. Your assignment is to work on this, work on your alternate views, and then put together your composition. A regular sheet of paper is just fine. Make sure you're filling up your whole sheet of paper to the best of your ability. And when we get back, we'll work on the oil pastel part. And then your written assignment is comparing your alternate object to, or you're comparing your handheld object to what you created. All right, and there's some questions and steps that I've included in there for you to be able to do your written part of your assignment. So you're comparing and contrasting your handheld object to the artwork that you're in process making. So just do your best. It's not going to be a finished piece that you're comparing to your object, but you can also talk about that in your work, about what's developing and changing and that sort of thing. So have fun with this, play around. If you've got younger siblings in the other classes, work together, challenge each other to see what fun things you can create and what crazy animals that they're working on and what weird shapes and objects you're working on. So have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.